It was a little bit funky of a day. The snow was kind of heavy and wet. Caught an edge and spun around twice and launched off the side of the cat track and into a tree. I remember that looking down and my arms were going off at funky angles and I couldn't feel my legs. The friend who was behind me came up right away and I just said, my life just changed forever. They try to prepare you, but every injury is different, every person's different, all the circumstances are different, so it's not like there's a blueprint for how to do it.
But there is one constant: Head North. There for Teresa Hukari after her accident, there for high school senior Jacob Robinson after his horrific car crash.
I spun out and hit a telephone pole. Woke up, found myself with my head in the back seat, and I was laying across the center console. And when I tried to get up, I couldn't move. I said, I can't move my legs. And that's when I realized this was a permanent thing, and it was going to be a big struggle from there on out. Everything's different. Not one thing has not changed.
Things taken for granted for so many years, now, after their spinal cord injuries, are major struggles. Life for Jacob, for Teresa, is now a major struggle.
Every day is a full day for a quadriplegic. Sometimes just getting dressed is a major accomplishment.
It could happen to anyone, any day, just like it happened to them. It happens over 100 times a year here in San Diego County, spinal cord injuries, and it does more than change their lives. Consider the financial impact as well. On average, the first-year expense for a paraplegic is $270,000. For a quadriplegic, it's between $480,000 and $750,000. Everything changes after the accident. It's why Head North is there to help. But there was no Head North when Eric Northbrook suffered his life-changing accident on an off-road motorcycle ride in the desert of Baja, Mexico.
I was in, some real sand, deep sand, like at the beach. That's really the last thing I remember. They tell me that I came out of the sand, hit some hard pan area, and I was tossed from the bike. And I knew instantaneously that something was really wrong because I had no feeling. I couldn't move my legs.
And while the attention should have been on his injury, on his recovery, instead he thought about others in the same condition and their needs. It's why he founded the HeadNorth Foundation.
HeadNorth came, it really started because there was just a real outpouring of support from my friends, my family, my competitors, and it was really overwhelming.
And that support for him has turned into amazing support for others. They supplied this top-end XLT hand bike for Teresa, giving her that freedom, that time outdoors she's been missing.
What can I do that helps me recreate the feelings that I used to have? And so, this is one of the means. And I couldn't have done it on my own, so I was fortunate to find an organization that was willing to help.
HeadNorth Foundation, that organization willing to help her once again realize her passions. Helping Jacob with his transition.
It's cool to know that somebody was there for me and is just willing to, give me a grant in a time when, life is getting really hard and everything I know is crashing down.
HeadNorth Foundation is there for them, just as friends, family, even competitors were there for Eric.
And we're really trying to help people. Our focus is San Diego County, we felt it was important to stay within San Diego.
Helping with 2 programs. Response 1, sending a HeadNorth representative to the hospital immediately after a spinal cord injury, offering a check to help with necessities, offering support to help in many other ways. And Response 2, helping them reintegrate back into society after their spinal cord injury. Eventually inspiring them to try new things, like Teresa today, taking her first riding lesson since her injury.
No hands.
How'd you do?
Absolutely fabulous.
She's living life, he's living life. Their spinal cord injury changed their lives, and then HeadNorth Foundation helped them change their lives again. Help them live more fulfilling lives.
I can't imagine how I would go forward without it. Thank goodness they're there.
Go to headnorth.org to see more stories and find out how you can help.